The first step in prioritizing what matters is to figure out what does matter. And a common way to do this is to do a values elicitation exercise. You've probably done one of these before, or you might have seen values on the wall for a company that you work for, and it will have things like trust and loyalty, which in this case is spelled incorrectly, but is also so vague that it is pointless. I see these up on the wall and I just want to vomit because it's just not very helpful. It doesn't mean anything to me. Those one-line words are completely unhelpful. But I do think understanding core values is important. But we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to look at how to figure out what your values are by identifying emotional charge. We'll begin by looking at what pisses you off. Because if something instantly annoys you, it probably means that one of your core values is being violated. We can also look at what makes you feel proud of yourself, what's something that you did that was really hard and you feel great about doing, because that shows that you're living in accordance with your values. And then what about the times where you're disappointed in yourself? That might indicate that you're letting yourself down and you're not living in congruence with your values. We have to be careful about this part because as neurodivergent people, we can tend to beat ourselves up quite often and we can have internalized ableism. But there are times where you know that that is actually something that you want to be able to do and that you didn't do it. And that would be an opportunity to grow and improve. And finally, we'll look at what you admire in other people. What do they do well that you would love to cultivate for yourself? As an example, for myself, I really admire people who can remain calm under pressure and who are patient. And that is challenging for me, but it's not impossible. And it's a value that I'm trying my best to stick to these days. In your worksheet, you've got those prompts and you've got space to write about them. I've done it myself and I found it a really valuable exercise to see where the emotional charge is. So we're going to take 5 minutes now to go through that exercise and do some writing